Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Aurion. Now I know there's more to this title than just Aurion, but I'm going to shorten it because I won't remember anything. In fact, there's going to be a lot of key phrases here that I think this game is going to try to get me to memorize and remember, and I'm not going to get most of it. But I think Aurion being, it's effectively spiritual energy that can be manifested into things by the priests in blue in the back there. And right now we are in the middle of the wedding slash coronation of king or queen. It looks like it's a arranged wedding, and yeah, that seems like that he's the character we're playing as doesn't seem like he's too upset about it, but he is certainly a little uncertain about his fate as king and this new husband. We have the Elder Belanda, very weird names, some of these, and I'm probably mispronouncing most of them. I guess presiding over the wedding, so let's begin. Good music. I think I'm gonna like a lot of the music in this game, actually. Brothers and sisters of Zama, today is the light of Maisha shines in our hearts. So maybe they have multiple gods and the light of Maisha is one of them? Or maybe they only have one god and Maisha is the one god. This is a fantasy game, so like any Final Fantasy style game, where there's just going to be so much backstory. It's going to be hard to speed through it. Prince Enzo Kori-Odan, descendant of Nazir, now becomes our king and the guardian of our people. He also brings us a worthy queen, Erine Evou. Probably mispronounced most of that. You know, I kind of wish this game had the text a little bit bigger. Let's see, can we do anything for that? No. Like, this text probably should be at the bottom of the screen right now, and because it's cutting off the heads of several of the characters standing in the background, and it could be twice as long and potentially twice as big font size. Here we have Elder Amahi, this blue person with white eyes. The young couple before us has fully completed the ancestral rite of Nagondo. They have swum in the water of the Wari and have obtained the blessing of the ancestors for us. Erine, smile, or pause. Enzo, Erine's smiling. She must truly be happy. She looks like this is the most wonderful day in her life. I hope they get on with this quickly. My feet are really aching. So this game has done some inner dialogue in parentheses. It's a kind of odd way to do that, but okay. I have to keep smiling through, though above all, I really want Enzo to be happy right now. Wow, so they're both just for the sake of the other smiling. Elder Muru is this blue-haired guy. And this is why we, the four elders of Zama, who embody the four winds of Du-Nai, now hallow your union with the blessing of the Emoja. The Emoja being the path that the king is supposed to lead the people down. Enzo Kori-Odan made the woman at your side be the voice that soothes and counsels you throughout your reign. And may you both have many children for Zama. And that's Elder Nagambia. So 4 presiding elders for your wedding. I'm trying to figure out where the old king and queen are. Like, I guess you would have to assume that they died, and then there was a mourning period in which then the new king and queen are ordained. We've got some carved heads on top of staffs. We saw some carved hands on top of staffs before. Now we're seeing heads. This seems a little nefarious. And here's Evu, have mercy ancestors, just a little miracle for a father who has only one much adored daughter. Spare me the torture of seeing her kiss this man. So that's my father-in-law. And then this is Nama Yodi saying, my little student is now a king. And she's saying it out loud. Naber, I hope you're proud of your son, and that you're watching from behind the great veil. So he is dead, the king, the old king. You're now king and queen of Zama. May your reign be prosperous. This is a lot of dialogue. 30 minutes of dialogue. Plus, to get to the action. Kinda needed to take this a little bit quicker. Come here, Utomaru, my sweet angel. Angani, my heaven on earth. Arg. And let's see, how many frames of animation do they really make? And both of them turned around to not see them kiss. And it seems like they're... or maybe they turned around because they heard something. The answer to my prayers. They seem to just be hugging each other. Prin, King Enzo, sorry I'm late, but on the road to the palace, I saw some Raetians who were ransacking the city's huts. Looks like there's some kind of conspiracy to keep me on my feet in this city today. Do you want to handle it, Junimai? It's not my task to protect Zama. It's neither the king nor the queen. I'm neither the king nor the queen of the city. Why does she always make everything so complicated? Are you gonna send the guards? No, she's right. It's up to the king of Zama to defend the city. I go. I also think this will reassure everyone, but be careful, alright? Don't worry. I bet it's Leoridas and his gang of robbers. Nothing too dangerous. So, instead of finalizing your marriage, he's gonna run off and go fight some robbers. Before you go, aren't you forgetting something? What king would neglect such a delightful duty? So it does zoom in, it does kiss. And then it fades out. Honestly, if it had started us in the wedding ceremony at the beginning of the game, and then gone to this, and then we talked to the people of the city later on in small amounts, that would be a lot better. But that's not how it happened. We were given the opportunity to see lines of dialogue that we probably will never see again, and talk to what felt like at least 25 different characters for a single line of dialogue, and collect some things. It's just a lot of wind up. So here's Leoridas. Man, he seems short. Hee, that was really good timing. Those idiotic Sumerians left their huts unprotected. Raetians, may today be the best looting and pillaging we ever pulled off. Get the booty. So I wonder if all the Raetians are going to be of shorter demeanor. Seems like they are. Where's Spariatus? It sounds like Spartus. Boss, he went to loot the nearby palace. Now that's the kind of thing I don't like. The plan was to stay here. Boss, I think he's coming. Why is he running? And see, these seem like comedic foils, not actual bad guys. The Coco soldier, get your breath back. What's wrong with the Cowlo? The Kori-Odan. Man. Yeah, it really has been about 40 minutes to get to this point. And this should have been the beginning. He's in the armor, he's got a weapon, all of that stuff would have been helpful. A lot earlier. Lyra is the king of the Radians. And they're called Radians because they're rats. This is basically taking the idea of grinding on rats and putting a spin on it in an RPG game. Boy, you and your raiders pick a really bad day for this. Enzo Kori-Odan, the new king of Zama. All old enough to start growing a beard yet, lad? I'm in a good mood today. I'll give you one last chance to leave before I beat you up. And these little round things are apparently pickup items. A Radian never surrenders. Charge, Radians. Tonight we'll dining in Zama. Zama being the city. So we need a tutorial. This is our first fight 40 minutes into the game. It goes to a fight scene. I'm never really a big fan of when this happens because it adds this loading to in and out of fights, which makes the game slower. I'm a bit rusty. It's been a while since I fought anybody so let's get back to basics. So I can go left, right, and press A to go up, as in directly up, or probably angle myself to change to jump forward and jump backwards. Press X to perform basic attacks. Press X repeatedly performs a basic combo attack. Combos of basic attacks can be performed in the air. Press A to jump, then X to perform a combo attack. Press right B to summon Erine Evou spear, which can be used to block enemies' attack. Then why is it called a spear? So right bump to block. Please note, however, when Enzo blocks attacks, his stamina decreases. When it reaches 0, your guards will be broken. This is an old school RPG, isn't it? Combo techniques are unlocked while playing through the story. They are visible. Combat techniques are unlocked throughout playing through the story. They are visible on the combat HUD. You can equip a maximum of 3 at a time. Each technique requires a certain amount of AP, ability points, before you can use it. Depending on the position of the combat hub, there's a button combination for using it. And that might be a little difficult. Using fighting techniques uses AP. These can be restored by moving the left stick downward to perform an heroic charge. So wait, is that you move the character down in a crouch move, or do you click the left stick down? I think maybe you click the left stick down. We'll have to see. Alright. Radians, our priority is to attack from the rear. Looks like these little guys are not messing about today. Alright. Wow. So this doesn't strike me as too bad. And there's a spark of anger. And so that is just back, forward, Y. Back, forward, Y. Now let's see. We kind of want somebody to attack, but it's taking too long. And because you don't have anything that knocks things upwards, you don't have anything. And as far as auras and items, those are all on the D-pad, I assume, and we'll do that. We immediately jump from level 1 to level 3. That seems kind of ridiculous. Like, your system seems a little broken if your first fight jumps you up to level 3. I'm playing on normal. Maybe if you play on hard, it only goes up 1 level or less than 1 level. Girl, you've beaten us once again. Kill us so we can die with dignity. Boss, personally, I don't really want to die. Science shoulder, don't shame us in front of the enemy. You fought well, I'll spare you. However, I'm taking back what you've stolen. So we take back a lot of different things. This is an insult to our honor. It's the same every time. Ha ha ha, they are the best punching bags in the world. Junami was right. Keeping them alive keeps the guards in high and goo. However, now I just got attacked by something else. And I don't know what he's saying because there's no subtitles here. But apparently you can do some pretty cool moves, or you will be able to at some point. And then now I'm fighting some real people. Some real challenges. Are we gonna really fight, or? Operation Panther aborted. Moving into the Rhino phase. These guys are attacking Zama. What's happening? The orders are to capture the target alive. Get him. The target. I don't know who you are, but nobody attacks Zama without incurring the wrath of the king. Come here. I'll give you no quarter. Let's see. We went. There was kind of a load screen to that cutscene, then a load screen to the fight. There are loads of them. I should remember to replenish my stamina and health as things get tough. So we do have our HUD things, although we're missing any blue items to increase AP. The color arrow next to the object indicates what is going to be restored. The value below indicates the quantity available in your color. I guess I don't have any purple items either. Always keep an eye on your meters. Good enough. They have spears in long range. I'll have to dodge around to hit them. Hold down the right trigger and move left stick in any direction to perform an astral projection. This is extremely rapid movement over a short distance to avoid certain attacks. This technique uses stamina. You can also perform astral projections in the air, but this cannot be used to gain height. Press X immediately after an astral projection to perform a penetrating hit. Nice. Penetrating hits are always good ways to get out of serious situations, but since the technique requires stamina, you need to keep an eye on your stamina meter. Penetrating hits can also break an enemy's guard. It can also paralyze them for a short period of time. Some bosses are not affected, of course. You can take advantage of the short time that they are paralyzed to perform combo and combinations with different techniques. Hold down and release X to perform a charged hit. This skill is alternate to a penetrating hit with the same effects. Alright. Surrender King of Zama. We also know how to use astral projections. You can't possibly win. Alright, so like I am trying to, my health is kind of fine, but I'm trying to like, okay, it's the right trigger, that's the issue. So you do this and then hit immediately for a guard break penetrating hit. I'm down to 405 health, but I'm not sure if I'm not sure if my health refills. It seems like it does. So that time we leveled up just one level. That makes more sense. And this is increasing our max. Well, it's increasing kind of everything. Like, we have a lot of stats over there. Like, over here, it seems like this also gets even longer. Interesting. I'm not sure how many areas there are going to be. These guys ran towards the palace. I hope Erine and the others are alright. I can't make out Jamu's Nemi's or either. She's never here when I need her. Seems like the Kalus have grown, and I should speak to my wounded soldiers to find out what happened. So, Kalus are gourds which contain information or items. When the dialogue icon appears above them, press X. That seems odd. Some Kalus can be used once when they dry, after which they dry up and die. Alright. Open the Kalus to get useful items. Alright, and so I can't even go into the place. Seems a little strange because we have a lot of bread, and if your health is just gonna refill. This guy was dead. Like, I don't know why we need so many items. Maybe when we get down to the real challenge we'll need this. Pardon me, King. There are too many of us. Rest in peace. They're in an odd position, certainly. I think you could have done another pass on that animated way. Like, draw them all like that instead. Don't have them hunched down, or draw them on the ground like this. That works too. And I guess I can't go in there. And everybody's gone, I imagine, because they were all either run off or they were at the wedding and we didn't see them. Well, I think I've collected everything. And we got some blue items. We're still kind of waiting on purple items. They defeated the entire palace guard. They're not so strong. There's something else, an aura around the palace. I've got to hurry so I can save Erine and the others. The lion cub has escaped the net. I repeat, the lion cub has escaped the net. Why are they talking in code? Turtle shell maneuver. Barricade the stairs. Reinforcements are coming. They want to block the way through. I've got to get through. Alright. Still a lot of dialogue going on here. I don't know if that's the right transition. That seems a little dark, the burning into a cutscene. And it also, you know what? It seems a little laggy too. And if you can tank these guys up together, you can kind of finish them rather quickly. Looking at these screens gonna be a waste of time for the moment, so so we'll not do too much. I can't talk to this guy. I need to come over here and start another fight. Get out of my way. the game really needs to have eliminated the transition part. Like, they should have just immediately attacked me when I got next to him. Just my luck, reinforcements. 3 more guys don't matter. I can take on all these guys. It's like they're anticipating my reactions. The Rhino. Only someone who knows of Zama well could have come up with tactics like this. I'll have to force my way through. It won't be easy. There's a lot of them. It will be easy. So much the better. It'll make you pay for every Zamian character you've killed. Too much dialogue. Too much transitions. Like you're adding. You're adding time to a game, and we've seen this in other RPGs, where they've added a lot of dialogue and elements specifically so that the game feels longer, and there's really no reason for it. A lot of games in the old days it seems like you can attack upward, but I got hit anyways. See, I want to just be able to run to the left and continue and go on to the next section, but we've got to see this final screen. Like, can I turn that off in the options? Like, let's see. Gameplay. Let's see. Inactive game window. What would that mean? Let's see. Turn on if you want to see the contents of the game window when it's inactive. This will make the game unstable. Apparently, the game did have some crashing issues. Turn on if you want to assign a particular effect to the Aura Fusion HUD when your screen appears. Default favorites. When auras become available, you can choose the navigation mode through the favorites HUD. No, there's nothing here. Like, nothing here to stop the in-screen wrap-ups. And if we're gonna level up each time after every fight, the fights need to get longer. This needs to be kind of boss fights. And so here's the lady who taught me everything she knew, I suppose. And she's fighting them too. So if she is going to turn out to be the secret bad guy, she's doing a decent job of disproving that here by beating up her own men. And see, this looks really cool when you see these cutscenes. Like, I think this was a Kickstarted game, and if I had seen something like this, like, cool, I would have been totally into it. But it's simply not what we fight. On the other hand, it could be a lot worse, because it could just be all of these cutscenes are not interactive at all, and you simply watch them fight, and it's simply a story visual novel style game. That would be really bad. Apparently they're already in the palace. I've been skipping some lines of dialogue. It's too much text. I'm hoping we get out of the city. I hope we get down to just, here's a quest, here's what we want you to do. Go to this place, fight a bunch of enemies. Don't talk to the enemies first. Just defeat them. They spoke about the Rhino. You must have felt his aura yourself as well. It is who we think it is. What do you plan to do? If it is who we think it is, what do you plan to do? I don't understand what's going on in his head, but I will act as the king of Zama should. So it seems like I have a brother of some sort that is attacking the city. His Aurion is pulsing more intensely than yours. Don't let your guard down. Whatever you do, you've never confronted any other Aurionics except me. Aren't you coming with me? I was counting on you to lead the Zamians to safety. I told you, I'm not the king of Zama, and I'm not here to defend your city. My debt to your father, Nabi, is paid now that you've ascended the throne. So why are you here? Why did you help me if Zama means nothing to you? Help you? I wasn't trying to help you. Those soldiers attacked me when I was getting out of the city to go my way. I thought the palace was safe before. Then I felt the Aurionic vibration inside and realized it wasn't. After all the years you've lived among us, you're leaving us when we need your help the most. I don't feel I owe you anything. I trained you all these years so you could handle this kind of situation yourself. It seems a little rough. I don't understand, but most urgent thing right now is to save Erine and the Zamarians. I'm disappointed in you, Juru. This cowardice isn't like you. After the fight's over, we need to have a little talk together. Go and grow strong. I'll cover your rear, son of Odanes. Today, once again, we meet with the dance. We dance the dance of death. Now, but it seems the answer I sought was not in Zama. Namayodi, the Bawagan hummingbird. So the rumor was true. You were in Zama. We're going to capture you. So you could potentially have a prequel to this game with this character. Capture me. I'd like to see you try. Come and dance with me. And we're not going to get into a fighting as her, I don't believe. Instead, we're going to move the story forward. And now the dancing girl is either shivering or the animation is just wrong and it's flickering and anti-aliasing. Tell us where the Queen of Zama is. No Zamarian would ever betray the Queen, you filthy scoundrels. You can strike us down if you want to, but our spirits will not yield. Well, we'll find her eventually. Our guys are searching the palace. Then we'll teach you how to obey. I really wanted to get a closer image of the food on the table. King Enzo is here. We're saved. Like, that food looks very interesting. Giant fish. I'm not too late, it seems. King Enzo, we've let you down. You did your best. No citizens of Zama got killed. I'll take over now. Ernie isn't here. Erine isn't here. She must be safe somewhere else in the palace. You. You. So, we're another 30 minutes into the game, and we're still in this setup. We did get to fight a couple of fights, so we're moving in the right direction. But, man, this is slow. It really does feel like a game that was just going to be dialogue, or it's written like a novel, instead of written like a video game, which is a lot less words needed, spread out in between a lot more action. Certainly there could have been more fights in between the first fight and this point, but it wouldn't have really added anything to the game. It would have just wasted more time. But there is just too much dialogue. And now is a perfect scenario when instead of talking to people and having 5 lines of dialogue with each character, you just, there's an enemy, let's fight them. There's another enemy, let's fight them. I'd like to speed run something like this, not take my time with something like this. I'm hoping the game opens up. I'm hoping the dialogue and the setup kind of stops and we have more of a game. Otherwise, I can certainly see why a lot of people couldn't play this game and gave it negative reviews. It's slow. It's very, very slow for an action brawler RPG. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.